All right, welcome in everyone to another deep dive. We've got an interesting one today.
Yeah, looking forward to this one.
Exodus chapter 24.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah.
But this is, we're in the middle of the,
A wilderness.
wilderness narrative, the giving of the law at Sinai and all of that. And this chapter really kind of like zeroes in on this crucial moment. It's like the confirmation of the covenant between God and the Israelites.
Absolutely.
We've got all these details of like how this pivotal relationship was formalized.
Right. It really is. This whole chapter, it's like a turning point, It's like they get the law, and now it's like, okay, what are we going to do with it? How do we actually make this a lasting thing?
Yeah.
And I think that's what's so cool about this chapter.
Yeah, so let's just jump right in.
Yeah.
Verses 1 and 2. Right off the bat, we get this very deliberate structure. Like, God tells Moses, okay, bring Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and 70 elders.
Yeah.
Like, come up the mountain with me. But then it's like, oh, but wait. Only Moses can actually approach God directly.
Yeah.
Everyone else, Aaron and his sons, the elders, they have to stay back. And then the people, forget about it. They're way down at the bottom, worshiping from a distance.
Whoa.
So what's with this tiered access right from the get-go?
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? I mean, right away, it highlights Moses' unique role. Like, he's the main guy, the intermediary between God and everyone else.
Yeah.
It's like there are these different levels of engagement, how close you can get, how you interact with the divine. It's all laid out right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, verse 3, Moses comes down, tells the people everything God has said.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, all right, cool, we're in. Everything the Lord has said, we will do. It seems pretty straightforward, right? But there's this extra step that Moses takes. It's not just a verbal agreement.
Yeah.
He writes it all down.
That's huge.
Exactly. So verse 4, it's like, boom, Moses wrote down everything the Lord had said.
Like the transcript.
Yes. And it's like that act. Putting it in writing, it transforms this agreement, right? It's not just words in the air anymore. It's tangible, it's enduring. It becomes this foundational document.
Yeah.
This is the beginning of what we know as the Book of the Covenant.
Right, exactly. It's setting the stage for everything that comes next.
Yeah, so then the next morning, things get really interesting.
Here we go.
It's like ritual time.
Yeah.
We get this very specific, deliberate set of actions. First, there's an altar. Then 12 stone pillars representing the 12 tribes of Israel. And then young men are chosen to offer sacrifices, burnt offerings and fellowship offerings using bowls.
I mean, that's a visual, right?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
So why all this? Why this elaborate display? It seems like they're going all out.
Well, if you look at the bigger picture, like ancient Near Eastern covenant practices, these rituals, they weren't just random. They were deeply symbolic, like the 12 pillars. That's a visual representation of the unity of the tribes within this agreement. And the sacrifices, they were all about devotion. Particularly the fellowship offerings, they often involved a communal meal, the shared experience of feasting.
Oh, interesting.
Signifying that connection with the divine. Like, they're all in this together.
Right. Sharing a meal with God.
Yeah. It's bringing everyone together under this covenant.
Okay, so then we get to this blood ritual, verses 6 through 8. And it's pretty intense.
Buckle up.
Moses takes the blood from the sacrifices. He divides it in half, splashes half of it on the altar. Then he reads the Book of the Covenant out loud to everyone. And guess what? They affirm the agreement a second time.
Wow.
This time, they add a little something extra. We will do everything the Lord has said. We will obey.
Emphasis on the obey.
Yeah. Then Moses takes the remaining blood and sprinkles it on the people. He's like, this is the blood of the covenant.
Chills.
Right? So what's the meaning behind this dramatic act? It's pretty powerful.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, in the context of that time, blood was everything. It represented life force. So this ritual with the blood, it's like the symbolic sealing of the covenant. It's binding them together almost like they're sharing this life force now, God and the people. And that second affirmation with the "we will obey," it just emphasizes the depth of their commitment. They're not messing around.
No kidding. But then the story takes this unexpected turn. Verses 9 to 11,
Oh, yeah.
Moses, along with Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, and those 70 elders, they have this incredible experience. They go up the mountain and they actually see God.
Whoa.
It says they saw the God of Israel. And there's this striking image. It describes something like a pavement made of lapis lazuli under God's feet, as blue as the sky.
Wow.
And the craziest part, God doesn't harm them. It says they saw God and they ate and drank, like they had a meal in God's presence.
That's amazing. So what do you think this encounter means? It's different from anything we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's unique. It's like they're not seeing the full glory of God,
Sure.
right? It'll be too much for anyone to handle. But they're granted this tangible encounter, something real, something that reinforces the reality of God's presence and gives them a glimpse into the divine.
I like that.
And that image of them eating and drinking with God, it suggests this moment of peace, communion, and the solidifying of their relationship, They just entered into this covenant, and now they're sharing a meal.
Yeah, it's like a celebration.
Exactly. Okay, so after this profound experience, the narrative shifts back to Moses. Verses 12 through 18,
Okay.
God calls him further up the mountain. Alone this time. He's going to receive the tablets of stone inscribed with the law. So Moses takes Joshua as his assistant. He tells the elders, hang out down here with Aaron and Hur. And then, boom, this intense scene on Mount Sinai. A cloud covers the mountain for 6 days. The glory of the Lord appears to the Israelites as this consuming fire. And finally, Moses enters the cloud. And he stays up there for 40 days and 40 nights.
40 days and 40 nights, classic.
Right. So why this extended period of time alone with God? It seems significant.
It definitely is. I mean, think about it. It emphasizes the importance of what Moses is receiving. It's a deeper revelation, specific instructions. And that imagery, the cloud, the fire, it's powerful stuff. It conveys both the mystery and the immense power of the divine. And it sets the stage for Moses to come down at the Ten Commandments.
Right. So let's recap. We've witnessed the people making this agreement, not once, but twice. This intricate sacrificial ritual to solidify the covenant, the blood, the whole thing.
Yeah.
A select group of leaders having this amazing vision of God. And then Moses going up alone for this extended period to receive the law.
It's a lot to unpack.
It is, but it's all about confirming this relationship,
Yeah,
right?
precisely. It's like a progression. It starts with everyone, the collective commitment. Then it moves to a more intimate encounter for the leaders. And finally, it culminates with Moses alone, receiving the very essence of the covenant etched in stone. And that's what's going to shape the future of the Israelites.
Absolutely. So we've taken this deep dive into Exodus 24, and it really brings home the gravity of this covenant, right? It's not just a casual agreement. It's this multifaceted, elaborate event with rituals and visuals and pronouncements, and it's all designed to establish this lasting bond between God and the Israelites.
And it raises so many questions, too. Like,
Yeah.
how do we understand divine communication? What's the role of leadership in all of this? And what does it really mean to be in a covenant relationship? It's definitely something to think about.
Exactly. So for you listening, I want to leave you with this. What does this detailed account of the covenant confirmation reveal to you about the nature of the relationship between God and the Israelites? And what about the importance of ritual and agreement? How do those elements contribute to establishing this sacred bond? It's a foundational story, and it definitely offers a lot to ponder.
Yeah, lots to chew on.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'll be back soon with another fascinating text to explore.
See you next time.
All right, take care.